Hello folks, I'm Fabio Hart coming back with another video. This particular video I get asked, at least a dozen times, or definitely probably more a week, on how to get new contracts, right? So that's the main focal point of starting the commercial cleaning business, right? You have to get contracts. You have to be able to get in there, submit your estimates, submit your bids, and get the cleaning, right? And start generating income. So I'm not about to tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not about to tell you anything different than what I told you in previous videos. The thing is, folks, you guys have to really get out there and really do this door-to-door stuff. You have to really get out there and do the door-to-door. It's phenomenal. I'm still out there, and I'm pretty strong in the game, and I still make way more, get more prospects, get way more leads going door to door than I ever would cold calling. And I got people to do the cold calling for me, right? So the cold calling is good, but I'm finding out that it seems to me that it's getting tougher on the cold calling side because a lot of people just don't want to linger on the phones. But this is a way that we have to build traction, right? We have to get clientele. Go door to door, folks. Go door to door. I'm trying to tell you, I can't stress this enough, especially with the weather in certain areas of the country being very nice and getting, you're getting past the winter months and things like that. So you're in the spring and going into the summer. Get out there, just put a decent attire on, button up, nice tie, slacks, whatever, some comfortable shoes, Rockports, whatever the case is, and get out there. Okay, you have to get out there because here's what I'm finding out. I'm building more traction and I'm winning over more accounts, over franchises than ever before. So I believe, and this is just my personal opinion, I believe franchising as a whole is fucking up, right? Because the thing is they coming in bids at very low, and I'm able to make way more money bidding higher. Listen now, I'm getting more money bidding higher than contracts that they already have with franchises. Okay, franchises. I'm sorry, but a lot of times their franchisees get burned out, right? Because you have all these royalties, all these other monies that you have to dish out month after month, right? Year after year, right? The master franchise and the big corporation side of it is making like the most money. Like they're making way more money than you, and you coming in, you feeling like you're pretty much a glorified employee. Trust me, I took 5 calls already this week with people who was just trying to get out of franchises, or people who just got out of franchises and they just wanted my input on going into a independent, going an independent way. So I feel like the franchise side of doing things, it's okay. It's a nice format. It's a nice system, but it's going to take you a little longer to get some progression. Okay, again, I'm not trying to knock it. I don't necessarily agree with the model because that's just not me. I'm one that like to build it up and keep majority of the revenues that I work so hard for. So I'm always a big advocate of that. I want to keep all of the income. I don't mind paying my employees. I don't mind the taxes and the things that come with that. But if I got to pay employees taxes and just regular miscellaneous costs, business costs, I damn sure don't want to pay a master franchise or the franchise corporation a cut of my daily, right? Because I feel like I already have to invest to get in, right? You have to invest to get into it, whatnot. This is some other things. I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but you got to invest, and then you get, some of my money just because I'm basically leasing your name, so you're leasing the brand, so to speak. So, but anyway, this video wasn't about franchising. It's about going door to door, man. All you guys have to do is go in. Stop being so fucking nervous, guys. A lot of you guys call me so fucking nervous to go in. I get calls right before people go in, right? And I'm not trying to put anybody on blast, anything like that. You just have to take action and keep at it. You're going to get no's. People aren't going to be interested in you. People are going to love their franchise or love their independent cleaner. Everybody isn't going to love you. So that being said, You stay at it, stay determined. Don't go in just to pass out business cards. Your goal, ultimate goal, is to get a bid in or get an estimate in, right? And to follow that up with actually winning the contract. A lot of you guys gotta ask for the sale. Just go in, find out who the decision maker is, meet and greet them, and just try to do a walkthrough at that time. Try to do a walkthrough at that time. Try to do a walkthrough at that time, right? If you can't do a walkthrough at that time, try to schedule something ASAP, just as soon as you can. If you can get it in the same day, get it the same day. If you got to do the next day, get it the next day. But try to get the walkthrough done as quickly as you can, and try to get them on paper as quickly as you can in terms of setting up your contracts or your agreements. Okay? Whatever you say you're going to do, do. Okay? Whatever you say you're going to do, do. And do it to the absolute best that you absolutely can. Because when you do things in the best way, you ain't going to have any complaints. Right? You ain't going to have nobody breathing down your neck. You're not going to have anybody leaving you notes and letters around the office. Right? So go in there, crush it, but stay determined, stay motivated. You have to do this shit every day. You get up and go to work every day. Well, get up and do this for yourself every single day. Do this build yourself some type of contact list, some type of list, right? So you're going to say, well, I'm going to do Oak Street today. I'm going to do Sun Street tomorrow. And I'm going to do Pacific Street the next day, right? I don't know. You guys know the area better than I do from where you stay, right? Start in your immediate area and branch out. Work yourself out. You know, you start in the area, then you're going to go wider, 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 wider. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. I always start within the zip code that I live in, or that my office is in, or whatever the case is, right? Then I just work my way out. Now, granted, most of your accounts are probably going to come from the suburban areas and not the inner city. You know, a lot of times the inner city they want to get good work, but at very, very low wages. Now, if you feel like you can do it at the wages that's offered to you just to land that account, then go ahead and do it. It's just a stepping stone, but don't make it, a daily ritual of yours to go out and just underbid or get smaller accounts, or just, get peanuts for accounts. I got a couple of accounts right now that's peanuts, right? We all get them, right? But you have to stay consistent, guys. You have to go out there every single day, and if you don't do it, then find somebody that you believe in that has good speaking skills, great person-to-person skills, and that's just a quick thinker, right? Because the goal is to get the contract. And in order to get the contract, you got to meet the decision maker, you got to do a walkthrough, and you got to put them on paper. You got to meet the decision maker, you got to do the walkthrough, and you got to put them on paper. You get them on paper, and a lot of times you guys forget to ask for the sale, and you guys forget to ask when you need to start, or when can you start. Make sure you detail that on your contract or on your paperwork too, folks. Again, this shit is like, it's a no-brainer situation, right? It's like a no-brainer. There's a lot of people on YouTube that make this shit so corporate when it's not that corporate, right? I mean, it's not like you under a franchise where you got these different levels of things that you have to do. All you have to do is legally register your DBA, get a federal tax ID number. That within itself right there makes you in business. You go ahead and set up a banking account, okay, or checking or savings or whatever the case is for your business. And there you go. You get the marketing, right? Now, if you want to turn into LLC, SOP, or whatever, all of that depend on you, okay? I'm not here to tell you to stay sole proprietor or to stay LLC or whatever the case is, okay? That's all on you. You get your federal tax ID number, your business registered and licensed, do the bonding. If you can afford to get all of that done, get it done, right? If you can't afford to get, let's say, the insurance right now or the bond right now, then just keep working towards that, folks. I got hired without even a bond in the very beginning, without having insurance in the beginning, right? I did a little research, but I didn't have like a whole hell of a lot of money. You guys know my story. I ordered a course for $200, took the course, read it, front to back, started working on it. I started getting accounts. They didn't ask me if I had insurance or if I was bonded, right? But I knew eventually, the bigger I get, eventually I would need that stuff. So don't let that stuff deter you, okay? A lot of you guys call me, do I need a website? Do I need this? Do I need that? Just get started. Go to Vistaprint.com, set up an account with Vistaprint, right? Order your business cards, right? Look up companies in your area that do embroideries, right? They have shirts at these companies, right? You can get long sleeve, short sleeve, t-shirt, whatever you want, right? And get your name embroidered on the shirt, right? Or screen printed or whatever the case on the shirt, okay? Start somewhere, okay? Even if you don't even do the shirts or whatever, just dress up nice and casual. Go in there, shoot your shot, okay? Do this door-to-door stuff. I promise you, you will thank me later. I get calls, just like I get calls of people who isn't winning right now and has been watching my video for a year plus. I get calls from people who's winning. People who say, hey, Fob, I watched your video, the video you was talking about such and such, and it worked. Man, I just love your videos, man. I look at them religiously. I look at them on my lunch break before I go to bed, in the morning, whatever the case is. In the car, I try to listen to it. Whatever the case is. Get out, do this door-to-door stuff, folks. It's not that freaking difficult. It's not that difficult. You walk in there, introduce yourself. You got a gatekeeper. You're going to find out who the decision maker is. Just ask to speak to him or her real quick. Say, I won't take a lot of your time. I just want to speak to him real quick if that's okay. And you make sure you relay the message. Tell them I don't need a lot of the time. I just want to speak to him real quick. Because by the time you get them in your face, they're going to forget that you even said it won't take a long time to speak to them. Anyway, right? So you get in and you introduce yourself, let them know what services you offer, let them know how you can be a service to them. It's not about you, it's about them. Ask them if you can just do a quick walkthrough. It won't take that long, just a quick walkthrough. In their head it might be 5 minutes and it might wind up being 15 minutes, right? 20 minutes. So again, no one's tracking the time. You just want to be able to get in there, do the walkthrough, get them on paper. You know what I'm saying? Get them on paper. Put in your estimate, put in your bid, sign them up under your agreement, under your contract. And another thing, the bid and estimate is, the estimate bid and the agreement is two different things, guys. So when you do your bid, that's just, you're submitting your numbers, or your estimate, you putting your numbers in. But your ultimate goal is have them under contract, or have them under the agreement, right? And then ask, when can you start? When would be a feasible time for us to start, right? If they have a new company, when do you anticipate this company leaving the facility so we can start, right? You want to just make sure you know that. Write it down on the paperwork so you don't forget it. Make a copy. You keep a copy. You give a copy to them. I usually like to keep the original. You give them the copy. Okay? That's how you guys could do it. It's really not that difficult. If you have a contract and you're struggling with it now, give me a call, shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to try to, help you at no extra cost to you to try to get in that particular contract. Other than that, we have the lead generation phone call program is underway now. So for those that's been sending in their leads and things like that, we have been calling. Even if we don't email you guys back, we have been calling. We will let you know your appointments and things like that, either via text, email, or fax. Okay, we will let you know your appointments with whomever through text, email, or fax. Okay, but we do call every single day. So out of the 10 people that sent in, their monies to us for us to call, we have been calling. You just need to keep the leads coming because it's a tough market. You have to think we may not be the only company that's calling, right? So the competition is fierce, right? So it's going to take a lot of calls to get just that one account. But it's crazy because maybe you might take a look at 10 buildings and close 3. I'm talking about doing door to door, right? Guys, I've been having some success and I've been building some traction. I don't close everything, but I've been building some traction going door to door. You want to get out there in the field, especially now. The weather is getting nice. You want to get out there, start going door to door. Befriend the gatekeeper. Once you get past him or her, you identify who the contact person is, the person that's going to hire you to do the cleaning. Introduce yourself, let them know what services you offer. Ask them if you can do a quick walkthrough. Submit your numbers as quickly as possible. Get them on the agreement as quickly as possible. Don't forget to ask, when would you like us to start, or when would your company, your current company be out of the office so we can start cleaning for you guys. I'm Fabio Hart, the only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top. Shit.